Ito po yung arrival ng ating mga NBI agents at GSIS main building. Yes, sir. Teka muna, merong letter yon. Pakitignan. In effect, their presence was backed up by a letter properly received at about 5 p.m. 5:08 p.m. of the same day. Okay, ito po yung mga NBI agents. Okay. To sum up, there are 29 NBI agents. Nung una kasing investigation natin, ang nakuha pa lang natin nakita through CCTVs is 21. And after the conduct of the continuing investigation, we accounted 29 of them.
Please take note that none of the NBA agents had tactical gear with them. They were dressed as NBA agents, clearly identified, nakalagay, but none of them had tactical gear with them. They did not have a battering ram. They did not have provisions for shape charges to breach any door. So let's just make that clear.
Okay, to continue, please. Okay. These were the footages on malapit na to sa area kung saan nag-disburse ng firearm.
This is the NBI, this is the GSIS canteen, which is adjacent to the Senate second floor.
Okay, next. Okay. Again, site inspection at level 2 or second floor at 6:51 p.m. Out of the 29, there are 4 female NBI agents. Okay. Next. Okay. Minutes before the gunfires were heard, ay merong naririnig din na nagdi-drill dun sa when you are inside the Senate premises and as well as GSIS premises, because at the GSIS premises, particularly at the ground floor, may pinto po doon na steel door na pinortify ng ating maintenance or security ng GSIS. So yun po ay recorded, and this is the proof that this was recorded.
For the information of the body, all entrances from GSIS, Senate to GSIS, or GSIS to Senate, since early in the morning, were being fortified by the GSIS maintenance. They had duly informed the maintenance of the Senate that there was going to be drill work going on in all the doors of the Senate of the GSIS connecting to the Senate. So again, the GSIS management, the Senate maintenance management had information that there was going to be fortification of doors in the GSIS area. So hindi gulatan to because conspiracy theories were abounding, but they were duly informed.
Okay. So there was a drilling, and the drilling sound maririnig, and they put bolt after drilling. I think several bolts were put, and then naglagay ng mga steel cabinet. And that is in the ground floor or first floor. Take note of the time, that is 7:39 p.m. Next.
For the information of the body also, the GM found it better to secure the entrances going into GSIS because Senator Bato had called for a people power movement, and had there been anarchy in the building, the GSIS contains billions of pesos of worth of artworks that are displayed in their walls. had there been an overflow of people going to GSIS, the losses would have been incredible. So it was better, he found it better for them to secure the doors so that there would be no commotion going inside to the GSIS building.
Next slide. Okay. The next slide will show what happened after the drilling in the ground floor. And then we'll go to second floor, and this will show the second floor area. On the right side is merong pinto doon coming from, if you're inside, you have to, on the right side merong hagdan doon. But before the hagdan may bintana and merong pinto. And this area, in this CCTV, was requested and or nakuha natin, secured from the CCTV of the Senate. This shows the NBI agents coming from the first floor kasi one by one sila paakyat. If marirecall mo, marirecall nyo po, ang sinabi ko kanina, there are areas A to I.
Just to add, this CCTV footage was from the Senate CCTV room, not the GSIS. So, the Senate security had full view of the people who were on that floor. Take note that none of the elements are in tactical gear. All of them were just in conference. None of them were in formation to attack the Senate. They were just checking out every floor that was in danger.
That's correct, sir. And we take note of the timeline. The timeline is 6:52 p.m. up to 7:01 p.m. Wherein 6:52 sila dumating sa area na yon, and then they left that area at 7:01 p.m. for the appreciation of our dear Secretary of Justice. And take note, nung umalis na sila, at 7:02 p.m. particularly, dalawa po ang naiwan dyan, part na NBI agent. Agent Darwin Francisco and De Leon. Antonio De Leon. Okay, so makikita nyo dyan, dalawa sila, they are with the uniform of NBI, and naglagay lang ng upuan dun sa may hagdan. Take note of the time that is they started posting themselves there at 7:02. And take note the earlier my earlier statement that that place is within the jurisdiction or control of the GSIS. Okay, next slide. At 7:44 p.m., 42 minutes after dun sa debuting on the second floor veranda, ito
Okay, General Laplasca called the pause, please, pause. Rewind, please, to when General Plaska was addressing the units. Rewind 15 seconds. There. At that moment, General Plaska called in the OSAA operatives, including the PNP and the Marines, and gave the order to lock and load. So, in his order, you could see the Marines were cocking their guns. So it was lock and load. After which he proceeded to the hallway leading to the doorway where the NBI were previously reconnoitering. Okay, proceed.
Okay. So that's the video when they organize themselves to go to the area?
Take note that, pause please. Pause please. General Aplaska did it in full view of the press. In full view of the press, he gave the order of the lock and load, and he asked them to follow. He allowed them to follow up to a certain point. In normal situations, if there is a perceived confrontation, you will clear the building of all personnel because of possible stray fire. However, he allowed them to follow. Okay, proceed please.
Okay. So, this is one angle of the video going to the exit door, going to the veranda.
As you can see, pause please. Pause. The Marines are in single formation according to their training, staying to the side of the wall. Okay, proceed.
Followed by the PNP.
Followed by the PNP, who formed a perimeter line at the very end, at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Proceed.
Play. Next, take note of this time. This is the CCTV footage taken at the veranda. The CCTV footage is owned by the Senate, and we requested it, and binigay naman. At this will show, kung matatandaan nyo kanina, 6:50 something, 6:52 p.m. up to 7:01, dumating yung bulk of NBI. And then, this is the actual video wherein makikita nyo may burst of fire. Merong usok.
Just to also be clear, makikita nyo during the video na may mga lights na dumadaan. Hindi puputok ng baril yun. Those are insects that are flying across the lens. But we will show you clouds of smoke and possible muzzle fire that actually occurred. Kasi makikita nyo mamaya may gumagalaw-galaw eh. Baka akala nyo nagpuputukan. Hindi po nagpuputukan yan. Those were instruments of, those were insects. Look at that. Insects yung gumagalaw na yan. Okay, go proceed.
Makibigay mo sa 7:46. 14 p.m. 7:46 yung operator. Makikita natin dito the first approximate time of a burst of fire. Yan, may usok na.
Teka ba na? Rewind please, 3 minutes. Yan. Yung nasa may upuan siya. According to testimony of General Aplaska himself, he opened the door and he asked, "Sino ka?" The agent identified himself as NBI. Shortly thereafter, he fired 3 shots into the, not exactly to the direction, but 3 shots towards the to the vicinity of the NBI agent. And you can see the muzzle fire, the blast. Pakita mo, General. Rewind please, rewind. 10 seconds. Yan. 1, 2, 3. 3 firearms. 4.
Sunod.
Yan. Papatok sila.
And nag-withdraw.
The NBI agent withdrew behind the air conditioning duct units. And because he was being fired upon, he discharged a cover fire. Yan, 1. Take note that the cover fire was because he was under the impression that he was under attack. 2, 3.
Take note na yung muzzle niya
It was not pointed towards the Senate. It was pointed as cover fire because he was retreating. Okay, and then play.
Okay. Okay, next CCTV. So, the next CCTV,
at this point, the officer in charge instructed the agents, do not engage, do not engage. So they retreated. He was waiting for them. There was that's not a gunfire. Okay? He was waiting. The instructions were, do not engage. Agent Ledesma ba? Ledesma ba yung, sino yung, ano? De Leon. De Leon was in retreat. He was waiting. He was waiting. Forward a little. Forward a little.
Forward.
There. Then that was after the exchange. That was after the cover fire. He looked behind if there was anyone following him, and they both retreated towards the canteen.
Okay. Back. This place, tandaan nyo, back. Back.
Rewind.
Rewind. Dun sa former slide, not that one. Former slide. Sige, play mo yan. Ito yung makikita natin. That CCTV video is placed, the area is beyond this place. Okay, next. To further explain, play mo to. Play this video. Uy, nakorap na.
Conspiracy na to.
Hey. This video is owned by the Senate. So we requested this video. And meron din tayo. Yung area, dito na yan. And then, this is the boundary, may pinto. Beyond that is yung second floor. Andyan yung mga OSAA personnel, including the Marines and Police. Before that, one slide before that. Sige. Okay. Up. Take note, nakababa yung baril niya. Muzzle down. This is an NBI agent when he was being accosted and or being challenged by the OSAA General Aplaska. Okay, next slide.